Hello, hot topic of the day, cheating in relationships, cheating in marriages. Taboo topic. It happens all the fucking time. People just don't talk about it, but I will talk about it. I have experience with it myself, but I would like to preface it all by saying that I do not condone cheating in relationships. I do not condone extramarital affairs, and I do want to put this out there. Men and women that are currently legally married, please do not involve other people in your bullshit and drama. That's something that you need to handle with your current spouse or soon-to-be ex-spouse. You need to take care of business when it comes to that stuff. Do not be involving other people in your bullshit. I would never personally put anybody in that situation, and I expect people to have that same respect for me. It's fucked up. It's not right. It's drama. It's baggage. It's yours. Deal with it. So yes, I don't really believe in dating either while you're going through a separation or a divorce, because you can reconcile at any time with that person and it's not fair to the other people. You guys need to deal with the emotions that come with that stuff. You need to process what went wrong. You need to acknowledge the fact that you married the wrong person. You need to fucking deal with it. So go deal with it. Handle your business. Be a man, be a woman, take care of it. Don't involve other fucking people. People, on the other hand, other people that are being approached by married men, married women, say no. Don't engage with them. If they really love you, they really like you, they want to get to know you, they're going to handle their business on their own. They're not going to involve you in that. They're going to go handle their shit and they're going to come back and get you, if that's the case. Don't involve yourself in it. It's fucking drama. It's baggage. It's not necessary. But I will also say this. I mentioned this in my Instagram stories. You can follow me at the RockE Road on Instagram, anytime, whatever. That's my handle. But I mentioned it earlier in one of my stories. I want to preface this conversation all by saying this discussion by saying that I don't condone cheating. I think I've already said it, but I don't condone cheating in relationships at all. I really don't. I'm a very loyal person, and I expect that same respect in return. And now I'm also not judgmental. I've also experienced certain things in my life, things that I don't want to say I'm mad at myself for. I'm definitely not. If I didn't experience some of the things that I've experienced in my life, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. So it's all good. Everything happens for a reason. There are lessons involved, and me looking back on it and just looking at my past and my experiences with guys in general, my own relationships, I noticed, and now this is not me at all anymore, thank God. Finally broke myself out of this cycle, but I noticed there was always like a love triangle with me. I was always involved with two different people at one time, and I wasn't sleeping with these people at the same time. It was nothing like that, but there was always like I realized all this stuff not that long ago, that there was always like a fucking love triangle, and it was me being afraid of commitment and being afraid of true intimacy, and I'm overcoming all of that stuff, and I'm happy about that. So, but I did realize you have to come to that awareness, and I never wanted any of that stuff. I am the type of person, if I could have had sex with one person my entire life, that would have been fucking peachy for me. I would have loved that, especially from the background that I came from, where I was sexually abused and stuff. So no, I was not promiscuous as a child, and I wasn't promiscuous in my adult life either. I'm not like that. And people that I was involved with who were married and trying to end their marriages, they were already separated at the time, or they wanted to get divorced, or whatever the situation is. Doesn't matter. I don't care. It's not my problem. But they were already on the outs. It was fucking done. It was a done deal. And they just needed to sign some papers. But anyway, or that's what I was told anyway. But anyway, so that shit was done for years, and it is what it is. But it still doesn't make it okay. But you know, shit happens all the time, and you learn from it. And I learned a lot from it. So I'm happy about that. But no, don't come at me. And I used to say this to boyfriends all the time. Don't like they would know. So to date, I don't know if anybody has cheated on me. It really doesn't matter. I'm not in touch with any of my exes, so it doesn't matter. We're not together for a reason. They weren't the right people for me. I wasn't the right person for them. So if they cheated on me, great, you got away with it. But I used to I used to say this all the time. I'll break your fucking legs. I think the guys already knew that. Or don't let me find out, because I'll break your fucking legs. Now I don't care. Go do what you want to do. You just can't have me. So that's where I'm at. But I've always felt like that. Before it was like, I'll break your fucking legs. Now it's bye. You're not gonna find better. So have fun. Good luck. But anyway, I did. Guys gravitate to me. Women get that all the time. I'm a good-looking woman. I'm smart. I'm ambitious. You know, I'm the full package. I totally understand it, but I am a one-man woman. I have no desire to be involved in drama or bullshit. It's not my thing. It never was. I'm a very loyal person to the right person. I'm very, very loyal. And if you're not the right person, we're just not going to be together. And you guys have to understand, now people, it's, again, I might be all over the place with this stuff because there's so many different ways to frame this, but cheating happens for a lot of reasons. You have your serial cheaters. You have your, the shit just kind of one time, it just happened out of the blue and never happened again type of cheaters. You have people that are going through separations and divorces and they're cheating in that sense. And you guys all need to figure out, the couple themselves, you guys need to figure out what constitutes as cheating for you. It could mean different things for different people. For me personally, having sex with somebody, engaging in any kind of sexual anything, that's cheating. If you're sending pictures and doing all that shit and emotional cheating, that's cheating. If you can't talk to your partner about it, if they're not okay with you going out with somebody one-on-one or you know, going out with the opposite sex one-on-one, that stuff's cheating. You're not telling them about it. That's cheating in my eyes. I don't condone it, but I am also very open to letting people live. They're gonna live their lives. So if somebody were the next person I'm with or anybody that I'm with, if they do end up cheating on me, okay, great. I wish you well. We are no longer going to be together. So I'm not going to put up with it. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much I love you. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to deal with it. That's not my thing. So, sorry, not sorry. But there are people cheat for many reasons. Some people are these sex addicts. Okay, you're a sex addict. What it comes down to is the lack of self-love and you being afraid of commitment and you having intimacy issues. That's what that is. People that have one-night stands. Okay, your marriage is on the rocks or it's been on the rocks. People are saying marriage is on the rocks. That shit was on the rocks for a very long time. You guys are just now starting to realize it. Or if you stop having sex in your relationships or marriages, and then, you know, the man's out looking for that fix, or the woman's out looking for the fix. They're looking for the attention. They're looking for the ego boost. This shit happens all the time. So it is what it is. Again, people don't talk about it. That's the thing. But I'm sure at some point you have come across this in your own life. You don't necessarily have to sleep with these people. I never slept with anybody, but there was texting going on and I was aware. And that's another thing. The people that are in relationships or marriages, some people lie to other people. They don't tell the person. They're living double lives. They don't tell the other person that something's going on. Or sometimes they do tell the person that's going on. So it's wrong either way. But I will also say this. If you're with the wrong person, it's wrong to keep staying with that person too. So just go handle your shit. But the biggest reasons why people end up cheating is because they're with the wrong person. They've been with the wrong person. They're afraid to get divorced or they're afraid to break up. And it's just shit on top of shit on top of shit. Or maybe that person cheated on them before and then the other person's retaliating. Or that person cheated on them before and that person finally said, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna go get me some. Who knows? Or I've had friends, I've had plenty of friends that have had these experiences in their own lives, and there was one who married a cheater. So she had cheated on him before they actually got married. All right, well, why did you do that? So you have to think about that stuff. What did you think was gonna fucking happen? So she proceeded to cheat on him, continued to cheat on him throughout their entire 10, 11-year marriage. So, I mean, the red flags were there in the beginning. You were, obviously, you weren't paying attention or whatever it is, but people do end up marrying the wrong people. People marry for the wrong reasons, and then you get caught up in situations like this because you're trying to get the fuck out of it. People cheat to escape to the reality of their situations because they don't want to leave, and they have kids involved or their assets involved, and the process of breaking up is separating, and divorce is a fucking headache. Totally get it. But again, you need to deal with that on your own. You need to process all that shit. You need to process it legally. You need to process it physically. You need to process it emotionally. But I will also say this: a lot of people, some people cheat and end up getting pregnant, and then there are kids involved. And some people cheat but they were cheating with the love of their lives. So who's to say that they should not be together because they ended up cheating with somebody else, and they were with the wrong person, but they ended up meeting the love of their lives. You can't hold that back. You can't stop that from happening. So no, again, I don't condone it. Everybody has a moral compass. Find out what that is for yourself and live by it. Don't engage. If people are approaching you, married people are approaching you, men and women, don't engage. And they're telling you outright that, or you're fully aware that they're married. Even if they say they're separated, or even if they say they're going through a divorce, it doesn't matter. Don't entertain it, because it's a fucking headache and you're gonna get hurt at the end of the day. People are gonna get hurt, and it's not worth it. Just adding more bullshit on top of bullshit. So just don't do it. But yeah, people cheat for many different reasons. Biggest ones are definitely they saw their parents doing it to each other. They lack self-love. They didn't get enough attention. They're having intimacy issues, commitment issues, and escapism. So those are the main reasons why people cheat. And again, no judgment zone over here. I have no right to judge anybody. Anybody judging me, again, I don't care. That's your problem, not mine. But yeah, I know who I am. I know what I'm about, and I sleep comfortably at night. And then also, I've mentioned this in a video before about if you do end up engaging in these situations like this, especially when people are going through divorces and separations and stuff, to where they want to get out of it, but it's just a legal thing, and that shit takes time. That's a whole process. So that's what I was involved with. But anyway, you have to understand that, where was I going with that? Where was I going with that? I don't remember, but anyway, cheating. Oh, yes. I remember now. So I mentioned this in a previous video, where when it comes to cheating, you may be helping those people move on. Again, I'm not condoning it, but the end result is you may have helped propel those people forward, to proceed with the divorce and to get out of the shitty situations that they were in. Because a lot of times with these marriages, some of them are very, very toxic. They were toxic the entire time, and then people are just coming to that awareness. Some people are married to fucking narcissists. I would know I was with a narcissist. It is very difficult to escape that situation, and you don't realize how toxic it is until you're like fucking at the end of your rope. And then somebody might come along and it piques your interest, and then you start pursuing them. I get it, shit happens. But yeah, at the end of the day, you may have helped, even though you shouldn't be doing that stuff, it may have helped propel them out of that situation. So, it is what it is. Learn your lessons, but yeah, keep it in your pants. And, emotional cheating is worse than the physical shit too. So don't get involved with people. It's It's dumb. I never thought it was entertaining. It wasn't fun. It wasn't exciting. I definitely knew I was having, after a certain point, I was like, all right, fuck. I have commitment issues and I'm not even realizing it. Even though I'm loyal, even though I'm a loyal person, I do have these commitment issues. I have intimacy issues, so I'm getting wrapped up in fucking bullshit when I don't need to be. So what's going on with me that that I'm attracting these types of situations into my life, and what's going on with me that I'm entertaining shit like this in my life? So I had to take a step back. Obviously, I said go away a billion fucking times. I think they finally got the picture. Handle your business, and it is what it is. But yeah, had to go deeper inside myself, and I witnessed this stuff growing up too. So it is what it is. A cycle that needs to be broken. But no, I was not the type of person. Anybody that I've been with, they'll tell you I'm loyal. And they know that, and there's a reason for that, because I'm not interested. Like, I'm definitely into monogamy 100%. I was a serial monogamist for a very long time, and then as I got older and I was involved with more complex relationships, I mean, shit happens, and I'm happy that it did, because I wouldn't be here talking about it now. I wouldn't, my daughter wouldn't be, like, it's just all this stuff, like, my daughter wouldn't be here, stuff lines up, and it is what it is. And no, I didn't cheat with my daughter's father, God, no, but he was still dealing with court proceedings and stuff with the ex-wife. She was the ex-wife at the time. It's just like a whole fucking thing, so, don't engage with it, and they're gonna tell you, the people that are pursuing you, they're gonna tell you, they're gonna want you to stay around, and as long as you're giving them attention and you're giving them that ego boost, and you're giving them that distraction from their bullshit, they're never gonna leave their situation. So be smart and realize that and know that, and just have self-respect and leave the situation. Wish them well. But again, if they truly love you, they're going to handle their business privately. They're going to get their shit together, and then they'll approach you at the appropriate time. Most people don't. So, but if it's a spiritual connection, it's going to happen regardless. So, but let them go do what they need to do. Because you sitting around waiting, wondering, and being involved in the drama it's not, I mean, be smart about that. But people who cheat just to cheat for the fucking hell of it, yeah, you've got some shit going on. And people staying in relationships like that thinking that's love, it's not. So come to terms with that and figure out what's going on with yourself, that you're attracting people that run around on you into your life, or you're sticking by somebody's side who clearly has issues with that type of stuff, and they have inner child wounds that they need to deal with, and they're not going to be able to do that. They're not going to be able to do that with you, unfortunately. I don't want to say that they don't. Some people don't have respect for other people, but the people doing the cheating, the people that are pursuing other people, the people that are the ones that, the head person doing this, the person that's going out there and seeking validation from other people and seeking attention from other people and different sexual partners, all that stuff, it's their issue, and at the end of the day, and that's something that they need to come to terms with. But you enabling the behavior by sticking around and putting up with it, it's never going to change. So there might be some exceptions to this. You're married for a long time, and most marriages that fail and all that stuff, it was shit for a very long time. They ended up marrying the wrong person. But there are some situations where there's a hard time, something went on, say they were married for a few decades, a kid died, and one person was feeling low, then they sought comfort with somebody else because, you know, the other person wasn't emotionally available for them because they were grieving the death of their child. This is just all hypothetical, but this shit does happen. And, you know, they go out and have a one night stand. That's forgivable. You have to decide for yourself what's forgivable and what's not. But serial cheating is not, you shouldn't be with that person. They obviously have some issues going on. They need to go figure that out for themselves. And people, commitment issues, intimacy issues are huge. Like I've said, I had those issues myself. It makes sense. I was sexually abused, so of course I was gonna have those issues. And I was also emotionally abused and physically abused and all that stuff for a very long time, all throughout my life. And so of course, naturally, yes, I'm gonna have those commitment issues. I'm gonna have intimacy issues. But I'm aware of that. I've been aware of it, and I'm fixing all of that. I have fixed all of that. And you know, I'll only get better in time. But you've got to figure that out for yourself. You're running from real love. You're running from true love when you're running around cheating on people, or you're engaging in these types of fucking the stupidity. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's drama and stupidity. You're running from the fact that maybe you're lacking self-love, or you're afraid of true love. You're afraid of real love because you never experienced it before. I totally get it. I never experienced it myself, up to a certain point, and I get it. So having to experience real love, true love now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy for me, but I'm definitely willing to try. I'm not afraid of it. I'm excited for it, and I can't wait for it to happen. But you've got to come to that point. You've got to reach that point in self-awareness. At the end of the day, you're running around cheating. Realize that maybe you're with the wrong person. You married the wrong person. It's okay. It happens. But come to those realizations and figure it out for yourself, so you can live happily ever after with the true love of your life, with the real the person you're really supposed to be with. But yeah, don't cheat, all right? And even people that are in relationships and they're thinking about cheating, be open with your partner about it, to be quite honest with you. If you can't be open with your partner about this type of stuff, I don't want to say you're with the wrong person in that situation. Anyone's going to get pissed off, especially if you don't have an open relationship. Some people may have open relationships. I will never be open to that, ever. But some people are, and that's their business. That's fine. But you have to set boundaries with each other. You have to, both partners have to be aware of that. But in situations where there aren't open relationships, and you know, somebody's thinking about cheating, or because they can't have a conversation, a lot of times people just bottle their emotions up inside because they feel like they can't connect with their partner. They're having issues with their partner, emotional issues with their partner, or stuff's not panning out or whatever, or they're afraid to approach them, or they just keep butting heads instead of coming to a resolution, and then they run out and cheat. Talk to your partner first about it. Say, listen, this is how I've been feeling lately. Or like a lack of sex, I've mentioned this before, so many marriages after a certain point, I'm sure it does get boring and dull. And you know, if people are marrying for the wrong reasons, they're not connecting. If you're not connecting emotionally with women, they're not going to want to connect with you physically. Men out there, and vice versa. Women, if you can't connect with your men physically, they're not going to want to connect with you emotionally. So it's a balancing act, and it works both ways. But yeah, men, number one, that's your job, to lead that situation. So you need to connect with your woman emotionally first before they're going to physically get it on with you. But but anyway, so just a little tip there. But yeah, so figure that out. Be open with your partner. And people that do cheat, or people that have commitment issues and aren't interested in labels when it comes to relationships, or they sleep around a lot, so they may not technically be in a relationship with anyone, but they're having multiple sexual partners. You need to be upfront and honest with people about that. And I know that some men are. A lot of men aren't, but some men are, some women aren't, some women are. But you have to understand, men, you need to understand that women do get attached after there's physical intimacy. So whether or not they're saying they're okay with it, please be mindful of that fact that women naturally are going to be attached to you afterwards. Even if you said it's just a friends with benefits type of thing, women get attached all the time. That's just the way it is. That's why it's important to keep it in your pants. I'm a big proponent of celibacy, especially if you're not in relationships. Like me, I've been single for almost 2 years now. I haven't had sex with anybody for almost 2 years. I've done that for years throughout my life. I've done that in relationships, not having sex with people for years at a time. Because I wasn't with the right person, didn't feel right, so I wasn't gonna have sex with them. But yeah, that won't be happening anymore. But I'm just saying, I'm a firm believer in celibacy. If you aren't, that's just me. I mean, everyone could do whatever. People are going to do what they're going to do. That's on you. But you are exchanging energy with people, and you don't know who these people are. If you're hooking up with random people or you're having one night stands, you don't know who these fucking people are. And just please be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. You're going to be absorbing other people's energies, and you don't know where the fuck they're coming from. It's an energy exchange. Do your research on that stuff, but keep it in your pants. Me personally, I said this since I was a kid. I kept it in my pants for a very long time. I still keep it in my pants. I make people work for it, work for me. So, in the best way too. It's worth it in the end, but yeah, keep it in your pants. But people running around doing the cheating thing without being in a relationship, you are still engaging with other people, and you need to be respectful of that. Be respectful of biology itself. And you know, if you were hurt when you were younger, or somebody ended up cheating on you, let it go, okay? If they did that, that was their decision to do. It is what it is. You can't keep holding onto that and then go out and do that to other people. So just pay attention. You know, we're all human. We all have emotions. We all have feelings. Granted, that's ego a lot of times, but just be mindful of that, and just treat people with respect at the end of the day, and you'll get that back. And if you are afraid of intimacy, you are afraid of commitment, be on your own for a little while. Don't involve other people in it, because it's baggage, and it's hard to deal with somebody that is having those issues, and it's not fair to the other person. So you're just trying to fill a void through somebody else when, you know, you end up hurting somebody that doesn't deserve to be hurt like that, and it sticks with people. So please be mindful of what you're doing in relationships. Be open with your partner. I know a lot of marriages turn sour. I know a lot of them are very toxic, and I get it, but end it. Figure out how to end it. Get a lawyer involved if you have to. Get support if you have to get yourself out of that situation. Don't be bringing other people into your bullshit. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, don't cheat. But also have that dialogue with your partner, your partners. Be open, have open communication, and also don't take things personally. If somebody's gonna run out, here's another thing I want to say before I do get off the video here. Don't put anything past anybody. I will say that I don't put anything past anybody. Life is long, life is complicated, life can get crazy, and you just have to be open to the possibility that somebody, the love of your life, may end up running around on you. Shit happens. But at the end of the day, you need to not take that personally, okay? Unless you ended up doing it to them first, and then don't wonder why they end up doing it to you in retaliation, even though that's not right either. But I'm just saying there's so many different variables involved in this type of stuff. But the bottom line is just be respectful of your partner. Have open conversations with your partner. Define what cheating means to the both of you. Come to a compromise, and don't cross those boundaries. You know what those boundaries are, but it's okay to have relationships outside of your own relationship as long as boundaries are implemented. If they're not, then you guys need to speak about that or just end the relationship altogether. But be respectful, have these conversations, have them a few times, but you know right from wrong. If you're not happy in a relationship, end it before you get involved with somebody else. End it. Just end it. Figure out how to end it. It doesn't matter if it's a marriage or not. It does not matter. End it. You'll save yourself a lot of heartache, pain, time, and energy. All right, take it easy.